and in particular on Sunday. So there'll be a lot of eager and potentially anxious primary drivers watching their cars sail out the door. There was a test session at Sydney Motorsport Park earlier in the year. It's just an awkward bit of math and the way things have worked out. The fuel range in these cars, the BP Ultimate that they run on, somewhere, depending on who you are and how you treat your car and the speed of the day, between 22 and 24 laps a stint. So if you want to achieve a third of the race, you've got to end up doing 2.5 stints minimum. And that half stint becomes problematic. It basically dictates that you've got to do a third one somewhere along the line unless safety cars intervene and there's divine intervention and they work out perfectly for you. And that makes a real challenge from a strategy standpoint.
This is Lee Holdsworth. He's one of the changed duos for this year and is the first one into the sixes. So nice job, Lee Holdsworth. 6'9". Use that outside curb like a motocross berm. And the reality is if you use too much of it, it bites you, as we saw with young Aaron Seaton just recently. D'Alberto now does one more lap in car 11 and does a 6.85. Goes to the top by 0.04 of a second versus Lee Holdsworth. Then Tander with a 6.77. That's now 1/100th faster than Garth Tander's time. And I was just trying to pick, was that Kostecki off the road then? Was that, I didn't pick which of the Matt Stone Racing cars. Yes, so Kostecki off. But when you get to that fast corner, you've really got to try the inputs to be as smooth. Oh, I locked the rears. It might have hurt the lap time. He might have buggered it up at the last corner. I think he did. Oh, he did for sure. The last sector is half a second away. He buggered that last sector up.
I reckon if we see the external shot there, he would have had the right rear. Yeah, he had the right rear on the grass or the dirt there. Repco replay here of Kurt Kostecki also locking the rears. Now, with that replay we saw of him earlier, he had some rear locking as well. He's driving with his brother Jake, and he's gone all the way down that runoff.
So they used to go down there on purpose, set the things up, and then fire onto the pit straight and start their qualifying lap.
It's a little moment here also for Craig Lowndes, just running wide down there.
But he got there.
Yeah, he's actually having a fair crack on this
lap.
He's
actually driving it pretty well.
Yeah, personal best in the first sector. Better than anyone else over the top of the hill, which has been one of his trademarks.
To the
and
top.
There he goes to the top. So Lowndes on a 2-minute 6.1. Is firing the old dog yet.
Can't wait till you see him when you call him that.
Yeah, I saw him earlier and I'm sure I'll see him again.
It's a good lap actually. He was able to climb to 10th on that lap with a 6.7.
Oh, Alex Davison just thumped in a nice number there. A 2-minute 6.08. We just caught the back end of it. The brothers Davison pairing up this weekend in car number 17. And another one just at the last part of that direction change. And now, provided it doesn't wriggle too much in the rear down here, and it's got a little bit of that going, makes the apex for James Moffat. This is going to be a ripping lap. Not a millimetre to spare on the exit. Vaults him to the top, and it's a 5, as Mark predicted. A 2-minute 5.6, and has the margin almost half a second.
They're a strong combination. Cam Waters, you know how well he drove last year. You know how well he's been driving this year again. They've been superb, and the pace that they've shown straight away, James Moffat, and this one now. So we're looking on board with Alex Davison, but I'm looking at the number for Lee Holdsworth, because Holdsworth's on a lap that's going to be better than everybody's if he can do the last sector. In fact, he's really fast in sector 2.
If they keep this stuff up, they'll start bowling numbers out that are better than the guys that started the day. Maybe there's a bit of track condition in this as well, so it could be cooling out, as Chad said, 1 or 2 shadows here and there.
5.2.
Lee Holdsworth does a 5.2, and that is a handsome number. 5.1 for Chaz Mostert earlier in the day. So that's all but on par with his co-driver. And, big drama here. Unfortunately, car number 96 has smacked the wall at the top of the hill, and that is all bad news. So Chris Pither has triggered a red flag right at the back end of the session, and that looks like it's a nasty hit on the front of that car. Here he is.
I glanced the inside wall for a silver.
So he's got that. There's a little
Yeah,
edge.
we've seen it on TV, mate. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry, guys.
There's a little edge on the inside of that wall at Forest Elbow. This will be the aftermath, not the cause. Oh, it's actually hit very hard, like nasty hard. Ouch. right there, bang, and just pitched it in. Now, in the middle of that corner, you're doing about 85 odd kilometres an hour. It's actually the slowest corner on the track. It's second gear, but you approach from about 180 kilometres an hour, and Macaulay Jones will be very disappointed. He's the primary driver of that car to see those images. I did a fine job in 2017 with Dale Wood to pick up a 4th place. He only just barely missed out on a podium that year, and he was looking forward to a big campaign. Hopefully they can turn it around. So confirmation of those results for you after that last session, and some very impressive and speedy times. Lee Holdsworth heading the group from James Moffat, Alex Davis and Garth Tander. Doesn't that set up a juicy race for us on Sunday, with an early indication that we've got some very, very fast co-drivers, including Dean Fiore, Craig Lowndes, Luke Yulton, Zach Best, a rookie this weekend in the main field, Tony D'Alberto and David Russell. So looking beyond that, Matt Campbell's opened his account strongly there as well. Nice work for Thomas Randall. Warren Luff is rock solid around this location. Blanchard, Perkins, Golding, Pither, who we just saw in the wall, who was sitting 17th and hopefully on the improve for that lap, but it didn't happen.